You know those words, they hurt me. You'd found out what made me angry, then use it to your ability. Now you're trying to avoid me. You're the big problem here, a bully to many for so many years. Now shut your mouth, close your ears. Never learned your lesson and nobody cares. That's what you're here for, here to make me miserable. I know you get joy out of it. You hurt me but call me the same names again. You know I never liked them, and that's so unforgivable. I know you ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again. You ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again.
This is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to the Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are picking up with the royal family of Ciccar. So, we have had our royal Ciccar wedding, which again has a slightly different arrangement and vows to the other kingdoms. We'll talk through what we saw in the movie. Now, I apologize that we didn't have a video out yesterday. I had a super busy weekend. One of my cousins got married. I was bridesmaid, so obviously there was a lot of work that went into it. And we were busy the whole day, and then I was passed out the day afterwards. I was going 24 hours off 1 hour of sleep. And then afterwards I slept for 12 hours. So I had a lazy week, half my weekend. Saturday was super busy, Sunday was super lazy, and I just did not have time to put anything together. So I figured, let's miss a day, and then I can do a fun episode for you guys with our Ciccar royal wedding. So, Faina is finally married to king. This is so weird. Every time we have a marriage, I have to like wrap my brain around the new names, but we have King Lion Ciccar. He is no longer Master Lion Holbot. Now these guys, they got betrothed like in the last season. We actually saw the betrothal, so Faina didn't have to go out of her way to find a noble boy or anything like that. And actually, this is the first like noble royal wedding we've had, like the first wedding where a noble has married up into royalty, which is what Lion was kind of saying to himself in the movie when he was getting ready, how strange it is that he was born a Tira and he's marrying a Tetrala. So he was born a noble and marrying a royal. And then Faina, of course, she's like in the mindset of growing the family as much as possible, as soon as possible, unlike her flippin' brother over here, Elrond, who's like doing nothing except having a very bad relationship with his wife back in Ramong, which we do not approve of. And actually, since brother-sister, Vlara Stagda have a solid relationship, I'm hoping that we're going to get some calls from him saying that he wants to expand the Royal House of Ramong. Really, I'm hoping, because when we were playing with them, we kind of saw nothing, and none of the other noble families in Ramong saw anything from them either. So, fingers crossed, we're going to have some fun things going on here. Now, let me just let these guys do their own thing, and you can see both Faina and Lion feeling a bit flirty. Now, their wedding attire, I actually had a lot of fun with. I feel like it is the most vibrant wedding attire we have out of all of the ones we've seen so far. We know how much the Ciccars have always liked blue, so I definitely wanted to incorporate some of that, but we have a very vibrant blue and red garb for the Royal House of Ciccar, as you can see with Faina, and then with Lion. He's got a bit more of a darker kind of red and blue theme, but they do have red and blue. We definitely wanted to keep that aspect of the family alive because we know how much they value just, blue. So there we go. Obviously, Lion, he is bringing purple into like the skin colors, and the Ciccars have traditionally always viewed blue skin as superior, but we'll see how they turn out. Over time, these guys might end up having like purple skinned royalty, so that'll be interesting for sure. But okay, in the movie, we like dove straight into the wedding. We didn't have any story before that because, again, like I said, they've been engaged, like they've been betrothed already. In terms of age, Faina is 14 years older than Lion, so she's the older one. Very similar to what we have going on with Elrond and Nimue. Nimue is 15 years older than Elrond, so a similar sort of age gap over here. And in the movie, basically Faina was ready to settle down, expand the family. Lion was hoping he would be a good king, and he figured, since our Kotyans, our fathers, arranged this, they must have seen something in me to be Faina's partner, so, he probably has those characteristics, so he's just going to have faith in his forefathers and go for it. And then they had the wedding ceremony, which was over here. Actually, I need to get rid of this. Hold on a second. I did put down like this really quickly, the wedding arch, which wasn't in the movie because I had to actually get them married and I couldn't without the wedding arch. So I was doing that off camera after the actual ceremony in the story, which essentially declares them husband and wife. But we had this really cool arrangement of trees, and it's wintertime here, so it was like cold, and I barely got them like done and inside before they froze to death, so that was a bit scary. So there we go. They, in this little area here, said their vows, and unlike the other kingdoms, with Holcane we have a wand and a werewolf, like the ruin of a werewolf tree that they do their vows around. In Ramong, we have like white little wedding birds that they summon, and that's kind of a sign of blessing. In Ciccar, they actually do their vows with cotton candy, which I thought would be fun. So the cotton candy in this instance is supposed to, so they say their vows and they eat cotton candy. That's supposed to symbolize wealth and decadence, right? Sweetness, all the like fine things that you can afford in life, the sweetness, the sugar, the honey, all the things that essentially stipulate wealth. And that is the symbolism behind having cotton candy and saying your vows with the Ciccars. So that is them, and now they're husband and wife, which is great. So they're going to be walking around in their wedding attire, and we're going to have a bit of fun with that. In terms of, now, because they are, High Queen and King, for their wedding, we are inviting, like, all of the royals. So we invited the Holkane royals, the Ramong royals, the Ioja royals. We invited all of them, and then we invited the entire court of Ramong, and then any extras that Faina wanted at her wedding. And we actually do have some extras, interestingly enough. We have Vala, so we have the Rowans, who, aren't part of this kingdom's nobility, but they were invited because the queen, High Queen, is friends with Vala. And we also invited Princess Lyra because she has somehow become friends with Faina. Who else? I think that, that is all the additions that, like, those two families. Or not two families, but, we had the Ramadusts. Did they get invited? Yes, they did. Okay, Lady Meralda Ramadust got invited. And did her husband? I don't think her husband did. Actually, no. I think Lord Arthur. He should be here, actually. I don't know if Lord Arthur is here. Let's check. He is. We invited the Ramadusts and the Rawans. So yeah, there is that. So a bunch of Sims, they're like all over the place. They're in the sauna, which is fine. Enjoy yourselves if you want. Now I unlocked the rooms, which is why flippin' Edmund, High King Edmund, is in the king's quarters right now. But that is fine. We have a few other Sims wandering around. Some are even underground. Yep, that's completely fine. That's okay. But let's hit this on play and let everyone go about doing their thing. Oh, look at them. Oh, that's nice. Seriously, Elrond, please give us some good news soon. Like, really, give us some good news. Now, I feel as though Faina she's inherited some of her father's thought in that, I mean, she was the eldest, so, the fact that they are Ciccars, they grew up with privilege, they are perfection, and perfection must be multiplied as much as possible, right? You must replicate your perfection in the family by having many children. So that is something that I think Faina is ready to get down on straight away, and she's hoping to build as big a family as her parents had back in their day. They had, I think, the biggest family with 4 kids. So that's, and then most, like, all her siblings who did marry off got married into royalty. And Padme is the only bachelor, but she's staying in the family with Faina. So she's going to be kind of like a bit of a helper and a governess to the children while she remains with us. So, there is that. Oh, you dislike it. Well, I mean, if you dislike it, then fine. But Faina, as well as Lion, actually had the whim to marry each other, which I thought was very sweet. And another thing, to prevent them from freezing, I have put these 2 warmers, like, right next to the throne room. So if they are very cold, they can just come here, and hopefully that will ease things up and they won't be super chilled. So we will have to keep an eye on that. But I didn't know when these 2 became friends. Every time Faina becomes friends with someone, I get nervous because it causes problems. But hey, now her relationship with Lion, they are romantic interests with each other. They're not exactly friends just yet. I think more or less they have respect for each other. I mean, Faina is known as one of the most beautiful witches across the kingdoms. I mean, her family, everyone in her family was always perceived by the witches as extremely beautiful. So there is obviously, no problem on that part. And then Lion comes from a reputable noble family. So we didn't have any royals for Faina to marry when she came of age. So they chose a reputable noble male to get her betrothed to. Her parents did. So there is respect for Lion, even though he came from nobility. So, yeah. We've got that going on. And, oh, you're cold. Yeah, it's cold. You're going out and running back in. I hope they have a smooth relationship, but then again, I am worried about certain things. Now, with her, she is a klepto, and we've seen her being... I mean, she's a cat lover, so we might have a magic cat at some point. But I have seen her being... What is going on here, Valar? You're like massaging Meralda? This feels a bit odd. Just a little bit. Like, just a little bit. Not gonna lie. But, I feel like with her, we've seen as a teenager her being really flirty with some of the other males, and I almost imagine, like, I wonder if she's like a heart stealer, because even in the intro she has a bit of a thief kind of profile, so I'm wondering if rather than, you know, being a physical thief, she's like a heart stealer. She seems to be quite flirty, and in that regard as well, I feel like she's very much like her Kotian, her father. He did have a problem being involved with other Sims, because as far as he was concerned, it was like a privilege to others to share themselves with him, or for him to share himself with others. That was kind of like a thing of privilege and honor. He didn't see it necessarily as adultery. And Nala kind of had to put up with it. So, hi Queen, look at you being a good host. You don't even have to clean any of this up, but she is still going ahead and doing that. Like, good on you. Good on you. And oh my goodness, I just realized I didn't even do the portrait. I didn't even do the wedding portrait. So you know what? Let me get that sorted, and then I will be right back. Right, the party is about to come to an end. So 2 of the households are going to be leaving, the Rawans and the Ramadusts, who are invited to the wedding celebrations. Everyone else will stay to continue the party, of course, but I have gone ahead and done the wedding portrait, so that is going to be in High Queen Faina's chambers, which is off to the right here. Let's take a look. Doesn't this look so sweet? That looks very nice. Very, very lovely. Very bright. Lots of blues and reds, like I said, and I like that it looks like it does not fit in with anything in the palace. So if we're just playing, like from a distance, you'll see that splash of red, and then you'll know that's like the wedding portrait, and I love that because it's so different. And I feel like that is a like super Ciccar thing. They're going to stick to blue, but a very different kind of blue to what we normally see, which is, you know, like pale and ice. So they're going to set themselves apart that way, and then they're going to be really vibrant with the red. Because I feel like with the Ciccars, when they get married, they want people to know that there has been a wedding at the palace, that they are married, and that there's a huge celebration going on. So that is really cool. We're going to replace this because we have the money to do so. But I want to see maybe what sort of whims they have. I'm a little bit nervous because I hope they have a good start to their marriage and not a bad one. But let's just see if we can pop in some of these whims. Now, Padme is over here dancing. She's cold. She doesn't even like dancing. She's going to go relax in the sauna, which is fine. She wants to stargaze with Princess Luna, her stagda, which is fine. I feel like they really get to see their stagda these days. Once it's nighttime, we might see if we can get that done. But look at Luna in her lovely blue dress. She knows the go. She knows the theme for today. Okay, King Lion Ciccar. He is a king now. He's got big responsibilities. But it looks as though he wants to go chat with High King Owain. And that's good. He's wanting to chat with High King Owain and Queen ZaraEoja, which is excellent because as a king, he needs... Oh, look, it's Emmerich. It's Master Emmerich Holbart, his nephew. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. But yeah, he definitely needs to be making connections. So this is a chance for him to kind of be acquainted. I think he has met them before, but I think be further acquainted with the other royals. So that's a sure. But he wants to stargaze with his brother, with his Vlaro, High Lord Dorian, who actually I don't think is at the celebration. Oh no! He didn't get invited to the wedding celebrations, which is unfortunate, so he might have to arrange something at a later point for them to hang out. But he definitely wants to share this happiness with his brother, for sure. Okay, Faina over here, she wants to make out with King Lion, which is good. This is good. This is exactly what we want to see. And she wants to flirt with Lord Arthur. Which, like I said, guys, it's her flippin' wedding day, and, like, she's already thinking about cheating. This is such a Ciccar thing. Such a Ciccar thing. And to be honest, Arthur was doing that as well. Arthur was kind of on the down low, flirting with others when Meralda was expectant, which is not cool, but this family is a little bit weird. I feel like Lion is gonna have to develop like a tough heart, because if he doesn't, I think their marriage might struggle. And actually, I wonder, he doesn't even have enough rewards for that, but I feel like a lot of these Sims over time, they're gonna have to start getting the where is it? There's a particular one, like a trait they're gonna have to start getting. Otherwise, they're just gonna have so much trouble, I feel. Is that not even a thing anymore? Maybe it's not a thing anymore because of the jealousy thing, but I thought, is it a Sims 3 thing? Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be something that makes it so that they don't get jealous of the other Sims, like their partners and such. But I don't see any of that here, which is unfortunate because that would have been so helpful. Not going to lie. That would have been so helpful. Also, some of you lovelies let me know that, yeah, the one refresher just doesn't even work. But apparently you can cheat and re-roll their ones, which I haven't been able to work out. You said it's testing cheats through true, and then right-click, which, please let me know, like, where that is, because I do not see anything, in terms of, like, I don't see anything here that allows me to reroll the ones. Maybe I need to look into that a bit more. But that is going to be so useful if it is a thing. Like, super useful. Little gal Sims, like, hungry. Go eat, seriously. We don't want you to die on your wedding day. I have to keep tabs on, like, everyone's hunger at this point. We don't want anyone croaking on us. Nope, thank you. But Faina, since you are in the mood, try and spend, like, a bit of time with Lion. Actually, you guys would have to sit down, right? Yeah, spend some time with him because I kind of do want you guys to get closer to each other. They could come here. Let's come sit down here. See if we can maybe get some alone time. It's kind of difficult because everyone's in and out. Rather than alone time, I should say that I want them to get a bit closer to each other. Looks like Nimue and Diamond are talking up here. I wonder if Nimue is just going to have some extramarital affairs because things aren't working too well between her and Elrond, although I don't see it working out. Like, I don't see that benefiting anyone. We know the Ciccars are, like, very, very jealous and a little bit crazy like that, so I don't think they would appreciate it at all. Okay, can you, like, maybe just spin around this way just a little bit? Come on, let's just spin around. There we go. There we go. I know we have, like, Calypso here, but let's try and, like, well, now there's others, but let's try and be a little shameless. I mean, I'm sure you can have some affection here because it is your wedding day, so that should be fine. Everyone expects this, right? Everyone expects this. Oh, at least they better expect this. Okay, let's face the other way before someone else comes and interrupts. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on, really? No, sit down, sit down. It is so difficult sometimes to get them to work with you. But that's because I've got autonomy on, so obviously it's a bit rough. Come on, let's sit down. And... where is... make out? Come on. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I'm happy for them. I hope Lion is able to keep her attention because she is a slippery one for sure. For sure. Okay, I hope their love grows, which is great. I don't see Lion ever doing anything like adultery. I feel like he comes from a very respectable and faithful family. And that's just not the way he was raised. He had very loving parents who were faithful to each other, and even his brother is very faithful to his wife, so... and they have like 2 sons together, so you know, that is a big thing for them, in their family at least. Okay. Now, it is still not nighttime. I feel like now Faina is gonna sneak away with Arthur. Now, where the heck is Arthur? We need to find him. Actually, no, Arthur would have left by now. Yeah, he would have left by now because he's a Ramadust. And, they are not part of the nobility, so they are not sticking around. Huh. Well, these guys are still hanging around here. Why don't we see if you can find Padme? I don't think it's, like, nighttime yet, though, so they wouldn't be able to stargaze until a lot later, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's like cloud gazing time right now. But actually, can you invite your sibling? He's getting a bit tired though. It's only 6 p.m. Let's see if we can invite over Dorian. Oh, I don't even know what Dorian is. He must be around here somewhere. You know what? I feel like he should go out with his brother, sister-in-law, with his Vlaro Najime and his nephews. Or he should visit them or something. Because definitely, I mean, his family, they should, you know, get to participate. Or even if we can invite them over, that might be nice. He's friends with his nephew, which is great. He doesn't know his other nephew, though. Let's check the family tree. Should know from the family tree. So his brother Dorian. Yeah, see, look. We've got Emmerich, who we know, and Soren, who we haven't met. So yeah, that would be nice. And what are these two doing? They're like sleeping down here? Are they getting tired? Are you guys really getting tired? Really? It's like super early though. When's nighttime coming upon us? Can we, you know what? I just want to stargaze. Oh, I think it's nighttime now. I want to stargaze with Luna, and then I'm happy to let everyone go. Let's see, can we stargaze with Luna? It's still cloud gazing time, really? You know what? I think we're okay to wrap this up. Obviously, like I said before, we're going to keep them in their wedding attire because I want to enjoy it for as long as possible. But I think I'm going to let the guests go, and then maybe when they're a bit more rested, then I'll try and fulfill some of the wants. But maybe the next day we can like invite over Lion's family members and maybe even Arthur and see what happens with them. Okay, it's super early in the morning, 4:13 a.m. and Padme was going to cook something. I don't know what's going on over here. Maybe she needs to clear up the table and wash things, but she was trying to prepare some food for us. Faina, I don't know what Faina's doing. She is being called in her room. I think she was looking at a wedding portrait, which is actually quite sweet. So there we go, being reminded of the decadence with which they had their marriage affair. And then Lion, he sat down to read a book, but his brother has shown up with his family. So they're outside here. They want to pay a formal visit because obviously lion had his wedding and they want to pay their respect and congratulate him. So we have the youngsters who are so adorable. And oh my goodness, hold on a second. Let me like break down these walls because we want to take a look at them. Look at this perfect family. Just, oh my goodness, guys. So we have Dorian Holbart over here, the firstborn in his family. He is now the High Lord. We have his wife, Lady Valena Holbart, and she is High Lord Diamond's youngest Agda, so his youngest sister. And she actually hails from one of the noble families in Ciccar. So where did her, actually right there. Right there. That estate there, that's where she was born and grew up. That's where her family's originally from, but now she lives in Holcane. And she has 2 sons with Dorian. So she has Master Emmerich over here, Holbart. He has his father's skin and hair, and then he's got his mother's white eyes. And then their youngest, whose birth we weren't here for, he was born off camera in the last season. Or between the last season and this season. This cutie here, Master Soren Holbart, he has his father's hair and eyes, and then he's got his mother's skin. So we've got like a nice mix between the 2 of them, which is actually really cool. But let's do a friendly introduction. Let's try and interact with everyone here. Let's tell an engaging story. Oh, is she pregnant? Guys, I think for Lena, because I'm not entirely sure, but I feel as though we got like a pop-up for her again. And she's gagging, she's thinking about like the little play blocks. I think she might be expecting a 3rd one. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we want to help out with what? I don't know. But let's ask about her day, and then obviously we want to hug our flippin' brother. Yes, please. So we want to meet the youngest nephew because we haven't met him ever before. So we definitely want a relationship with him. I can imagine Emmerich being like super excited that his... Oh, what would he call him? His Kotro, right? Yeah. Call him his Kotro, because his father's brother. He'd be so excited that his uncle, his Kotro, is a king. That would be so cool to him, I feel. So he would have been like super excited about this whole trip. And Soren, look at Soren, he's just staring at them, so adorable. But dude, you need to get changed into something the kids can be excited about, and you should probably get changed as well, because you do have guests. And let's get you changed as well. Okay, let's clean this up. Let's try and cook up some things. Why didn't you make anything? Like, I had fruit salad. I told her to prep a fruit salad and she just didn't. And then I told her to go ahead and make some mac and cheese, which she didn't. Because we want to have food. Oh my goodness, that is not what I intended. Okay. My bad. My bad. Hold on a second. I just, like, messed this up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. I kind of messed that up. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's fine. And we don't have a trash can or anything. Yeah, I can't even get it to move that. Like, someone else is gonna have to do this, because it is just not budging. It is just refusing to budge. Okay, we'll leave that be. And use that counter there. We don't really even have any tables to put stuff in. Like, we don't really have very many display tables or anything like that for the food. This palace is not very family friendly, let's just say. And somehow it managed to have the biggest palace. Seriously, it is not like a family palace. It is made for a couple or an individual to enjoy themselves. Like, that is this palace. Everything else is kind of just extras. So did you I told you to get changed. Actually, it is very cold, so you know, they should probably change into their cold weather outfits. Because I don't want them to flip and freeze to death. So let's go do that. It is like icy as can be. You guys should be nice and cozy right about now. But you can't even, like, stargaze with your brother. Actually, you can't stargaze right now, too. I'm gonna just get rid of that so that, hopefully their wants can free up if need be. But yeah, I still don't know how to, get them to roll their wants. Like, you guys let me know. You said testing cheats true. And then if you do right click doesn't work for me. I have to do shift left click, but even then, like I can add lifestyles and some preferences, which I don't want to do any of that, but for some reason I don't have the MC command center. I don't have that. So unless that's something I have to get. Okay, but she definitely has stuff we can work with. She wants to be friendly with King Lion, and we can definitely do that. Is he sick? Oh no, he's got the giggles. He's sick. But let's try and be friendly with him. Let's give him a heartfelt compliments. That should be nice. That should be good. Let's try and like build up your marriage just a little bit. Because you still don't know each other too well. I mean, you're not exactly strangers, and they have their like the proper wedding rings now as well. Which I feel like with the royals, the rings are a bit difficult to tell apart from the engagement rings, but this has kind of more yellowish crystals, whereas the other one has white crystals. I might go through at one point and like just switch out all the royal rings with something a bit more distinct, but I think it'll do for now. There we go. Make him feel a bit better. He probably like feels really odd with the giggles right now. Okay, we've got fruit salad, we've got mac and cheese, so that is great. They're chatting with each other. Padme was talking with Valena, and apparently they don't get along too well. Well, that's just awkward. It'd be nice if you guys did get along. Do the kids want anything to eat? No? She's bored for some reason, but go clean that up. Help out just a little bit. Okay, Emmerich had some fruit salad. That's great. Faina. Yeah, Faina. I think she wants, she doesn't even really have an excuse to call over Arthur, but let's see if we can try inviting Arthur to hang out. I mean, Lion's family is over, so I'm sure she could pass it off as she just has a guest over. I mean, she's the High Queen, so she doesn't really need to explain why she has people coming in and out of the palace. Obviously, she's going to be communicating with a lot of folks. I'm sure she can make up some reason to be hanging out with him. So we're going to add them to a little group here. And then she's going to, let's see. Maybe go here with him so that they have like a little bit of privacy. Actually, I'm trying to think like where could they sneak off to that might be a little bit more discreet. You know what? Maybe they can just come out where the bench is here. I mean, yes, from the inside you can kind of see what's going on, but also Lion's like in here and there are no windows that look to that bench. So I think that's probably going to be the safest right now and where they'll have the most privacy. So let's see what can go down here while Lion is distracted by his brother. I wonder if anyone else is going to notice and have something to say about this, but I'm worried because she could very well destroy their marriage before it has even started. But she's going to flirt with him. Let's see how this goes. I am so scared. I am so nervous. But this is Faina. I don't even think her father made this like a... Oh, he did not appreciate that. Now she's gonna go kiss Lion. Why the flip not? Yep. Are you gonna go to Lion or is Lion gonna come to you? Okay, Arthur did not appreciate that. He did not. You know what I think it is? But I bet you, and now she's gonna go kiss Lion. I think with Arthur, he, because when they were at the inn, I think, in Ramong, I'm pretty sure he's the one who started flirting with Fena first. I think they did flirt. I'm not sure. If they did, he would have, initiated it. But I think because it was at an inn where people are coming and going, you can easily kind of play it off as, oh, we were just conversing with each other. I was just paying her a compliment. There's really nothing going on. Plus, his wife was there at the time as well, and she was upstairs, but you know, people come and go, you talk. So, nothing out of the ordinary. But I think maybe he didn't like being summoned to the palace specifically for like an affair. He maybe felt a bit compromised by that, so he did not appreciate the High Queen's advances. And she like brushed it off. She didn't even get too upset by that. She brushed it off and she just went to Lion, which really is a depressing way to go to him. But now, what are you doing here? What are you doing? He's like chatting with Arthur as if nothing's wrong. He's having a good time with Arthur. He's giving a funny introduction. As long as Arthur does not open his mouth and he does not yammer on about things he's not supposed to, they should be fine. Yeah, as long as he like doesn't. Okay, he's gonna go dance now. Lion is like being his oblivious self, which is great. What are his traits? He's a perfectionist, he's good, and he's a bro. Okay, and the queen is a green fiend, a klepto, and a cat lover. So I feel like she would be into, I mean, green fiend, I don't really know. I kind of interpret that as they love their homeland. It is a very vague interpretation, but yeah, they love their homeland, is what I've translated that to. So she absolutely is, like, loves Ciccar and is very proud of Ciccar. And I think, yeah, she's going to want some magic cats of her own at some point. And Arthur, yeah, but I feel like she's a bit of a heart stealer. Lion, on the other hand, he is, what is his reputable, right? Yeah, his reputable. That's his profile in the intro. So his good is perfection. He does whatever he does very well. And he takes, like, all his roles very seriously. And we saw that even in the movie. He wanted to be a good king, and he definitely wants to be a good king in the future. Yeah. And he's good. He sees the good in people. So actually I can understand why he might not be, like, suspicious of Fena or anything like that. He likes to see the good in people, and he gets along well with others. But okay, his family members are leaving. Thank you for visiting, guys. It was really nice seeing you all. And at least he got to meet Soren. Now, he doesn't really know Soren. Soren's kind of wary of this cutthroat that he's never really seen before in his life. But hopefully over time he manages to really befriend Soren like he has with Emmerich. I think that would be quite sweet. It would be nice if the kids could be really close to each other. If I'm not mistaken, I think the word for cousin is Mede? Or Mede? I think Mede is the word for, like, the witch word for cousin. So hopefully this royal family is, like, way more successful than the Ramongs, and we actually get some children going soon. Fingers crossed. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.